Hi everyone, welcome to Yogetic. My name is Esther Eckhart and today I'm going to do some yoga in the office with you. They say every 50 minutes you need to take a break to refresh your mind, to keep your mind fresh so you can still keep concentrating, but also I suggest to give your body a bit of a stretch and a little pick-me-up. So I'm going to do a few exercises. Every 50 minutes you can take a few, or sometimes maybe 2 times a day you can take the whole sequence, I would suggest. So the things you can do while you sit on a chair is just give your body a good stretch, and that's just something you want to do regularly enough. So really stretch out, and perhaps while you stretch, think about rolling the wrists around. That's really important to remember. Okay, and then I would suggest going from the bottom, working up. So this is already just to wake you up a little bit. And then you go to the ankles and you just roll. You can do 2 ankles at the same time. You roll them one side, or you can do 1 at a time, depending. And roll the other side, just to get the circulation going in the ankles. And with the knees, you can just kind of move your legs around a little bit like that, just to wake up the knee joints. And to get the hips going, you can, if you look at me, you can place your right ankle across the left knee and then sitting straight. And you can already feel a stretch in the right thigh and hip, and you can then just bend forward a bit. Still trying to keep the back straight, and you can really feel a strong stretch in the hips. And just take a few breaths there, just not let it all seize up in that area while you sit a whole day. And you can do the same on the other side. Cross the left ankle and gently bending it, leaning into it, maintaining the straight back if you can. And this is all non-invasive. Nobody really will look very funny if you're in a busy office. You can just do this quite unnoticed. And then to just work the spine a little bit, you can sit on the tip of your chair, and on an in-breath you flex the spine this way, and on an out-breath you round. And you do that a couple of times, really just flexing and rounding, and it just wakes up the spine. You can let your head move along a little. And as well, you can roll the shoulders back a couple of times and forward. And this is just, again, something that you want to do several times a day, just to get the circulation in the upper back and the shoulders going. Very important to prevent any repetitive strain injuries. Then a really nice stretch for your back and chest is where you sit back, and you need a little bit of a chair that's not too high. This might be a little bit too high for me, but on an in-breath you open, and on an out-breath you just lean back. And you'd like the chair to end just below the shoulder blades, and just kind of leaning into it a little bit. And taking a few breaths there. And coming back. And obviously everything within the boundaries what feel good. I would suggest getting up then. So just now I did a few stretches you can do while you just stay at your desk working away. Maybe once or twice a day you also just want to get up and do some standing stretches, just that really picks you up a bit. Okay, so to stretch the spine more, you can hold either the table or the back of the chair, and you walk your feet back. You use your stomach muscles a bit, so you come into a 90-degree angle with the body, which is something like this. And you really stretch out the spine. You draw your shoulders still back, and you hold on to whatever you're holding on to as your hips stretch back, and you really feel that great stretch going along the whole spine. This is fantastic for you. Okay, you can use your stomach muscles a bit as you walk your feet forward to come out. And I would really suggest you do that so you keep that strength here. Then to stretch the hips a bit, you could turn the chair around and you can step 1 foot on the seat, lean into your knee, and you just lean forward. And you can take, if you're quite flexible, you can take something higher. This is for me a little on the low side, but still you get that nice stretch into it. Yeah. And you can do the other side as well. You're just stretching the whole front of the hip. Okay. And to get the back of the leg stretched, you know, the stretch we just did with the 90-degree helps, but you can also just come down for a moment into a forward fold. And just allow yourself to hang here for a moment, just really to stretching the hamstrings and to come up with a straight back again. Okay, then the one thing we didn't do yet is a twist, which is a nice way to end. So you sit straight, then you place your right hand, you come a little bit to the top of the chair, place your right hand behind you and your left hand on the outside of the leg, or you hold on to the armrest and you twist to the right. And you keep the spine nice and long. And you take a few breaths in it. And you come back and you twist to the other side. And you just take, you can take quite a long time in the twist. You can take up to 1 or 2 minutes, which would be really good for your spine. Okay. Right, so I've given you some stretches to work with during the day. So you can take the whole sequence as a one, but you can also just take some of them now and then, but make sure that throughout the day it's a good idea to just have done all of them. One last few stretches, if there's time, is just make little circles with the neck now and then is a very good idea as well, just like that. Okay, I hope this is of help to you and that your time in the office will be a bit healthier for you and you come out a bit more refreshed than normally. See you next time.